Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic, and today I am sponsored by Wizards of the Coast to be in the pre-release event. So I get all of the cards in Standard, all the cards in Magic for like a couple of days here. So really excited to be a part of that, to do this madness. And I have a special deck here for you guys today. So this is Mysterious Pathlighter, or Adventure Time is the name of the deck. So a Mysterious Pathlighter, 3 cover mana cost. Each creature you control that has an adventure enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. So what we're trying to do is just play a bunch of really cheap creatures here. So the Flaxen Intruder, it costs 7 to do the adventure side, but you can get the value of just the 1 mana creature if you have Pathlighter out there. All of a sudden you get a 2/3 instead for 1 mana. Pretty amazing stats for a 1 mana creature. We also have Edgewalk Innkeeper, which says whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, draw a card. And so anytime we're casting things like Flaxen Intruder, not only will it become a 2/3, if we have multiple of these out, it becomes 3/4 or whatever, but also we start drawing multiple cards if we have a bunch of Edgewall Innkeepers as well, or drawing cards. And so that is the whole point of this deck, is just kind of play like a really weenie Selesnya deck. With things like Lovestruck Beast in here as well, that will also become 6/6s or whatever, but just be kind of playing out a bunch of creatures, drawing our entire deck, hopefully with Edgewall Innkeeper, and just kind of going crazy with this deck. We also get a lot of value from our adventure creatures as well, where they have things like the chop down here, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. If we have a creature that we have to deal with, Giant Killer is a removal spell for us. If we need to get in for a little bit more damage or something like that, we need to get our Flaxen Intruder over blocker, we can first off pay Gift of the Fae and target our Flaxen Innkeeper or our Lovestruck Beast and give it flying and +2/+1 until end of turn, and then play our Fairy Guide Mother. We will have plenty of mana. We're only running 20 lands in this deck because we are very cheap with this. We also have Once Upon a Time to fix our mana base. Glass Casket, which will just remove all of the early game creatures that will be coming out. Shepherd of the Flock, which will also let us bounce stuff back to be able to cast them again with Edgewall Innkeeper to keep playing more stuff, or to get the adventure cast again. So honestly, I'm only running 2 copies of Shepherd of the Flock. I think that I do probably go up 2 more copies, probably for the Rosethorn Acolyte, honestly. So let's go up 1 more copy here. That's the one that I've been thinking about the whole time. I have not tested these out at all yet. This is the first time I'm playing anything at the new set. I love that they have this beautiful art in the background. I'm really liking this a lot. Ardenvale Tactician, great 3 mana creature. It'll become a flyer that's bigger, hopefully with Mysterious Pathfinder, and also lets us tap up to 2 target creatures, so we can kind of slow down the game a little bit if we are up against a more aggro matchup. The biggest issue that we have really is we don't have tons of removal for like Planeswalkers or things like that, which I know Oko is going to be an issue. We do have Prison Realm, which this is like the only card that's not from the new set. It's actually pretty amazing. I think this deck will be pretty good. I probably could bring in more things like Conclave Tribunal, a couple others, but I wanted to test out just kind of using as many adventure cards as we could. Keep it kind of true to the new set here for this one, just to test it out. We also have Castle Ardenvale and Castle Garenbrig, and then Temple Garden. Because we have Once Upon a Time to kind of help us fix our mana, I'm not terribly worried about making sure we had multiple. I didn't really want tapped lands that came in tapped. I wanted more of just our basic lands. I'm not a huge fan of these, the ones that require 3 lands to come in untapped, especially in an aggro deck. I just didn't feel like it was going to really work well for us, even though it does add some value later game. But we're not looking for value later game. We're looking for value and being able to play consistently up front. Castle Ardenvale is worth playing. It's kind of like our new Legion's Landing, so it's amazing. Castle Garenbrig, I'm bringing 1 in because there are going to be times when I'm going to want to cast like 2 or 3, 2 Lovestruck Beasts, and that can help out. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how this does for me, and wish me luck. All right, up against Death's Right Squid, or Squid. There it is. This isn't terrible. We have, well, okay, it's not very good. We have our Pathlighter. I think we need a mulligan. Try to find the Edgewall Innkeeper. All right, Once Upon a Time helps us out a lot. All right, so keep this. What do we drop down? Maybe just a forest. We have Once Upon a Time to find lands if we need it. Hopefully find an Edgewall Innkeeper. So we dropped down a land. This deck is built to be able to run more. All right, so let's grab right, there's like no lands in this. That means there should be lands on the top. Should be. Flaxen Intruder is pretty good. Do we go for the Castle Ardenvale? It is pretty good here as well. Let's go for Shepherd of the Flock, actually. And we're going to play Heart's Desire. Pass the turn. So we can pump it with the Fairy Guide Mother if we want to, swing in for 3 next turn. I think that is actually better, and we get to hold on to our creature as well. I'm not sure if it's worth paying 2 life for, though. We'll see what's on top. We're hoping for another land in the next couple of turns. All right, Deathrite, what you got? A lot of people are also streaming right now, so it's everyone takes a whole lot longer when they're streaming and such. All right, so let's go for the aggro play. It would be kind of nice to hold on to that until you get to the Left Struck Beast, but down to 17, past the turn. Goblin Electromancer. Okay. Perfect. Castle Ardenvale comes down, so we get to play... let's go for the combo. Mysterious Pathlighter, no attacks, pass the turn. It would be better to play Left Struck Beast there just to be able to get in with a 5/5 on the next turn. We have the Fairy Guide Mother to kind of be extra protection there as well. All right, Thrill of Possibilities. Discards Arclight Phoenix. Hasn't played the other land yet this turn. Doesn't play a land. Very interesting. Sweet. All right, let's go for a 6/6 Left Struck Beast. Seems pretty decent. This does become no longer a 1/1. Do we want to hold on to the Shepherd? I don't think so. Let's just go ahead and swing in with Mysterious Pathlighter real quick. Down to 15. Play the Fairy Guide Mother. It's a 2/2. Oh man, I got like something in my eye. All right. It's so interesting, like I don't know these decks anymore. I've seen a couple of like Mimic decks, like, oh, maybe you could do this or this. So it looks like they're digging for lands, which they have the Arclight Phoenix. So next turn, I'm assuming those are going to be coming. Oh, this is so good that they can cast multiple instants and sorceries, and they are cheaper with the Goblin Instigator. Insane. All right, Mysterious Pathlighter number dos. A 3/4 Giant Killer. I think we hold on to it actually. Maybe not. Maybe we just go for lots of damage. I think we do actually play... Oh, Shepherd of the Flock is bigger, but yeah, Giant Killer, I think we can bring down. Down to 5. We could block with Mysterious Pathlighter or bounce it back, but I think that we just make them deal with our creature, our board. They're going to be pretty hard pressed to deal with this, especially if they did have the one that does 2 damage to all creatures that aren't all flyers. I can't think of it anymore. Yeah, so this is... They're going to have the board wipe, basically, to even have a shot here. And then 2 other spells. Just so they can bring out the Arclight Phoenixes. We do have to have a 1/1, so we can play... swing in with Love Struck Beast still. Alright, shocks Love Struck Beast, yeah. And opponent scoops it up, right. They just didn't have the third spell, it looks like. Whew! Oh, that was sweet. That was good. All right, up against Untitled, bring it on. And I love that we're playing up against a bunch of really cool people in this. All right, so we do get to play Once Upon a Time right away. Hopefully find land. We also just get Edgewall Innkeeper on turn 1 as well, because this gets to cast for free. So this is actually decent. Like anytime you get Once Upon a Time, we can just either find the creature that we want to play on the next turn with Edgewall Innkeeper, and hopefully we're going to draw enough lands that it'll be fine. This is instant speed as well, which is nice. So I cast it for 0. I forget that that's instant speed. It's so good. Double Edgewall Innkeeper is pretty good. I think I'm just going to go for the Flaxen Intruder just so that we can draw cards. We need to find a land. The other Edgewall Innkeeper would be nice, but let's go ahead and get that Flaxen Intruder. Play Edgewall Innkeeper. And pass the turn. Just trying to get the value engine up and going. We are going to hopefully get to these Mysterious Pathlighters. All right, opponent also has Once Upon a Time. All right, so this is the Flash deck. Ooh, the Flash deck has gotten so much better. So it's actually going to be pretty terrifying for us. We do have a lot of flyers, though. The flyers are what's going to kind of win the game for us, or the Lovestruck Beast, because it's also pretty good. And I like the Edgewall Innkeeper also as a 1/1 for the Lovestruck Beast. All right, so play the Forest. I should have held on to that just in case we get found another green source. I'm not going to swing in with the Innkeeper. Draw a card. All right, so there's Fairy Guidemother. Let's go ahead and play Fairy Guidemother. Not finding the other green source, but we found all of the Mysterious Pathlighters. No attacks, pass the turn. And we're getting out lots of creatures and still having a full hand. I love this. Dude, Edgewall Innkeeper is probably the biggest sleeper that I've seen so far. I don't think I've heard anyone really looking at it. I guess I haven't seen it. We just drew all of our Mysterious Pathlighters. I do think it's better to get out Lovestruck Beast early, though. Let's go ahead and swing in with Fairy Guidemother. Fairy Vandal is actually in their deck as well now, huh? All right, no attacks. Let's go ahead and go for the Mysterious Pathlighter instead. I just want the crazy amount of value there if we can get it. All right, let's see if they have a Sinister Sabotage or something. Near. All right, Spectral Sailor. So they did have a blocker for the Fairy Guidemother. I would have been okay trading off there. They had the Fairy Vandal. New. Okay. I would like to have a few more actual adventure cards here. We'll actually just take it. No blocks this time. Before he gets really big, we'll save our blockers for when there's bigger bodies that we need to worry about. All right, so Shepherd of the Flock is kind of nice. Let's go ahead and play Mysterious Pathlighter. Should have held up the green mana. Swing in with Fairy Guidemother. Okay, Wildborn Preserver. So the nice thing is that we can actually block with the Flaxen Intruder and bounce it back with the Shepherd of the Flock now. Does this have reach? Do I want to bounce this back? No, I'd rather block the Brindborn. I forgot that has reach as well, man. That's so good. That's definitely going to be an issue. This is going to be very difficult for us to beat. All right, bounces back, Mysterious Pathlighter. Yep. We're in trouble. I'd like to find more green mana. I have one card left in hand. I think they're debating if they want to grow the Wildborn Preserver. So let's go ahead and bounce back the Flaxen Intruder. Ah, Sinister Sabotage. Bummer. Ooh, bummer. All right, Castle Garen Brig. Let's go ahead and just create a chump blocker and play Love Struck Beast just as a 5/5. Prison Realm is good. We're not really planning on blocking with Edgewelling Keeper. This is a chance we can at least swing in for one. A booyah. Pass the turn. We also need to keep a 1/1. We're going to plan on blocking with the human here. And if they find another unsummon, I'm going to be very angry. All sorts of angry here. All right, swings in with the Sailor. Righto, righto. All right, Mysterious Pathfinder. I'm going to see if they counter this first, and then we're going to go for the Prison Realm. Okay, Once Upon a Time. Grows the Cutthroat. Frilled Mystic. All right, well, they can't cast it now, so I'm going to go ahead and... I should have gone for another Pathfinder, I guess. Let's go ahead and just get rid of their Cutthroat now before they can counter it. Land, definitely not on top. All right, swinging with Love Struck Beast. Again, we're fine chump blocking the Wildborn Preserver if we need to next turn. Let's get in some damage down to 14, pass the turn. And we've kind of been able to outvalue this deck still, which is kind of surprising. Let's go for Mysterious Pathfinder, Pathlighter. We're going to go for them to just to... I guess I should have swung in with the Love Struck Beast first. But we're going to cast the other one after they counter this. And then they get to turn this into a 3/3. I can swing in with Love Struck Beast and try to trade off with both of them. All right, swing in here. Do I swing in with the Love Struck Beast? I would rather actually trade off with the two there. Oh, I keep forgetting it has reach. Dang it, man, that Wildborn Preserver is insane. All right, swings in for 3. If they flash in a creature, that could be bad. Yeah, let's say no blocks. Take the 3. All right, Edgewell Innkeeper. We'd love to have an adventure creature come down at some point here. All right, so any creature they flash in kills our Love Struck Beast. Any 2-mana creature, at least. I think we say no attacks and just hope that we can find a creature to start casting and then just build our board way bigger than they can ever deal with. The issue is if they have the wolf. All right, bounces back. Oh, man. Whoa, network error. All right, we're good. I shouldn't have hit the pass turn. I wanted to stop there. But so I'm actually not going to cast it Heart's Desire first because that's the biggest blowout that we can have. I'm going to cast it just as Love Struck Beast to draw 3 cards, regardless of if they have a Frilled Mystic or something. This Brazen Borrower is annoying. We are going to have to kill or trade off with these guys at some point. Dude, Brazen Borrower makes this so much better. Their deck is really powerful now. Simic Flash is going to be very annoying. So as long as we keep getting adventure cards, we can just keep drawing 3 cards at a time. So this is pretty sweet stuff. They're still debating on what they want to do, I guess. Unthiles. I didn't realize how grindy my deck was going to be. And that's kind of the nice thing about this, is that it can be pretty aggressive in the early game. It's not your traditional aggro, I guess, but it's a very grindy deck later on as well. All right, so it looks like the game actually broke on me, the client here. And so, man, this game, I would love to have finished out this game. That's really annoying, because I feel like I actually had a decent chance here. I think that if they had a counter spell, hopefully we could draw a couple of things here anyway. And I think that we could get enough value as long as we kept them off of finding the wolf. So anyway, we'll go ahead and concede this one, get out of here. And it's actually not letting me concede, so I'm going to have to exit out and get back in. So anyway, yep. All right, up against Legend. Bring it on, Legend. VIP. Sweet. All right, Edgewell Innkeeper into... hopefully we can find another white source here as well. But we're going to keep this. For sure, or another green creature. So start off with Edgewell Innkeeper. And we'll probably just play Shepherd of the Flock, since we can't play multiple things. I like holding on to these giant killers as long as we can. Drawing cards with them, though, definitely worthwhile. Whoa, let go. Gilded Goose comes down. Righto, righto. Alright, play the Plains. Shepherd of the Flock. If we find a 1-mana like the Flaxen Intruder here. Okay, that's fine. No attacks. They have a good blocker. Gilded Goose is good, just as a blocker for turn 1. That is actually a pretty good thing to note. Let's see if they have Oko. Oko is annoying. A Paradise Druid. All right, we need to draw cards here. So let's go ahead and play Castle. Actually, let's just play Giant Killer. Draw that card. Fairy Guide Mother. Alright, play Castle Ardenvel. Swing in with Edgewell Innkeeper. So we can Fairy Guide Mother here to kill the Gilded Goose if they block. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that's sorcery speed. Dang it. Alright, pass the turn. That was a mistake. Oh, this is still sorcery speed. We can't really do much with it, can we? Should have played it there. Man, I'm still getting used to this. Still definitely getting used to how this plays. The Shepherd of the Flock, actually, I'm actually really impressed with it. I don't typically like blades. The 3/1s are called blades. But with the extra value of just being able to draw a card when it comes in, do all this extra stuff, it's not a terrible way to go. Yeah, right. Kills our Edgewell Innkeeper. All right, Mysterious Pathlighter. Let's play Fairy Guide Mother. I guess I should have used her ability at some point. Let's go ahead and swing with Shepherd of the Flock. We want to get in with as much damage as possible. All right, so they do trade off here. We do need to kill Tolesmere. The issue is if Garrett comes out. Garrett comes out and brings in 2 wolves each turn. And so we do need to kill there. And we're hoping to find another Edgewell Innkeeper. We also can just start creating tokens each turn, holding up Giant Killer for removal. They have Questing Beast in this deck, which we can't even block at the moment. This being a flyer too is actually a really good card. It's a good blocker. Okay, Legion's Ends are Fairy Guide Mother. Interesting. Not the Mysterious Pathlighter. Very interesting. Oh, it's converted mana cost 2 or less, right? I keep thinking it's power 2 or less. We actually don't want to show them that we don't have anything else in our hand at the moment. All right, swing in with Mysterious Pathlighter. Get in with the damages. Down to 12, pass the turn. They are going to be doing more damage than us, but... And creating 3 life every turn. It's hard to race against. We really need to start drawing better cards. Garrett comes in, and I believe that's just game.
Foxes. I hunt bigger game.
Yeah, good game. We can't come back from that. I should be letting him play it out, but that is done for right there. All right, up against I don't know how to pronounce that. We're up against this guy. All right, and Love Struck Beast, pretty sweet stuff here. We have the Mysterious Pathlighter. We're gonna keep it. So Heart's Desire, pass the turn. Heart's Desire number 2 into Fairy Guidemother. Yeah, let's go ahead and swing in. We could have pumped it right there as well. I actually want to hold on to Fairy Guidemother until we get down the Love Struck Beasts. And pass the turn because we can give them flying to get through any blockers. Pretty good stuff. Ooh, another Love Struck Beast. How about that? All right, well, let's go ahead and play Love Struck Beast. No attacks, pass the turn. The sound on that was hilarious. I'm not sure if you guys heard that. He has like a crying sound. Another Worthy Knight. Ooh, all of the tokens. A Castle Ardenvale. Do I want to give him flying? I guess if they want to trade off with all of these guys for the Love Struck Beast, that's fine. They know that we have another one, so let's go ahead and swing in. So we're going to try to get in as much damage now and then fly over the top later on. So I am going to hold on to this Fairy Guidemother. Pass the turn. Love Struck Beast is really good. We do have another one, so we can create a 1/1. We can also play the Fairy Guidemother, which Fairy Guidemother works really well with Love Struck Beast to give it flying and also play it out so then we have another 1/1 creature to swing in with. All right, Venerable Knight creates 2 more tokens. Yep, that's a lot of tokens. Venerated Loxodon, interesting play. So they can double block with the Venerated Knight. We might want to hold on to this Tactician. Let's see here. All right, let's go for Mysterious Pathlighter. We can chump block with these guys plenty of damage, so let's go ahead and give one of these guys flying. We're trying to get in as much damage as possible here. Our flyers will be able to close out the game, hopefully. 2 attackers. If they want to double block here, that's fine with us. All right, target knights gets death touch. That's annoying. Nice. I forgot about that. It's a lot of blockers as well. All right, well, you do get in for 7 though. And lifelink. Ooh, dude, Black Lance Paragon. That's really good. There's just a really good like mono black knights deck as well. These worthy knights though are insane. So we can tap 2 target creatures if they do hold up blockers here. So that's actually a good thing to notice. We have 8 damage on the battlefield, so we can't actually kill them. We have to chump block to not be dead. We can create other guys here pretty easily. Down to 6. Acclaimed Contender. Goodness, that Black Lance Paragon destroyed us. We actually had a decent chance here. Maybe not. This is just an insane deck. My goodness. And this is kind of fun to see, just like what insanity is there out there. So we can play another Left Struck Beast. We actually need to make as many tokens as possible, as many small creatures as possible. So we can create the 1/1, play Fairy Guide Mother, which that means that we won't actually have a 1/1 to swing with Left Struck Beast. So we have to play the 1/1. Dude, this is just so big. Yeah, we can't do anything, can we? Even still, yeah. It's just a good game. My goodness, what an insane deck. Those Worthy Knights. I mean, they had kind of like the most broken hand ever, but any of those cards would have helped them get there too. That was just a very, very good deck. All right, up against Dragosi. Bring it on, Dragosi. So I think anyone that has the MTG in there as well is one of the main peeps. All right, keeping this. We're just going to play the Left Struck Beast here. Heart's Desire, pass the turn. We want to hold on to as many of these guys as we can. Glass Casket, I'm always debating if it's worth playing the Glass Casket here on these guys. Let's go ahead and just get in for damage this time. Down to 15, pass the turn. I wish this was instant speed. I thought it was. It is sorcery speed, which does ruin the Gift of the Fae a little bit, but it's still definitely worth playing in this deck, as is. All right, Prison Realms are really nice here. So Love Struck Beast, pass the turn. Yep, no attacks. We like to find an Edgewell Innkeeper. If we can find an Edgewell Innkeeper, that'd be amazing. You can draw 2 cards this next turn. Hopefully find the lands. Be able to Prison Realm. They don't have Toluzmir yet. Actually, they don't have it yet. Oko's good. Creates a lot of 3/3s. We're going to Prison Realm that for sure. Turns our guy into an elk. Man. That's just a +1 ability. And it's any creature. Oh my goodness. That's a little bit broken. Alright, well, we do get Oko. Giant Killer actually very good in the stack. We just want to be looking for our Edgewell Innkeepers. I'm not sure how many things you're going to be able to play that's 4 mana. or 4 power. We already have removal, so we're good. Let's go ahead and swing in. I don't think there's any reason to wait here, so go ahead and play the Fairy Guide Mother as well. Swing in. They can just block the 1/1. This is just making sure they didn't just block the chump. This no longer has any ability, so we don't have to keep a 1/1 around for the 3/3 now, because it's an elk. Yep. I did want to see the elk token, but it looks like they're just kind of using whatever body it is and just turning into a 3/3 elk. I wish they actually kind of turned it into a token. Alright, to Fairy Time rather, Raveler. Please bounce our Left Shuck Beast. Bounces Prison Realm. Alright, that makes sense.
Open your heart to the magic that dances around you.
Alright, if we find land, we can Prison Realm and Glass Casket.
Gaze into my face and put on your true shape. This is my cue to exit.
I gotta put that to the bottom. Alright, this is interesting, that's for sure. Is it even worth bringing our Flaxen Intruder? We need to kill this Teferi Time Raveler. If we swing with everything at Teferi, just so that he doesn't bounce back this Prison Realm again. But if we swing with everything we can, they trade off here. If we just swing the Left Shuck Beast, they trade off. So let's go ahead and swing everything at the Fairy. Yeah, we get to kill the Paradise Druid this way. Let's go ahead and bring out a Flaxen Intruder. Just as another attacker. So this is just Super Friends, it looks like. 5-color Super Friends with Burrow Elder. Dude, it's so good. We are going to Glass Casket that for sure. This is so much ramp too. My goodness. Alright, Glass Casket. Burrow Elder. Man, I have a feeling we're going to want to kill other things with that Prison Realm. We swing in now. They trade off with Paradise Druid. We keep them off their mana a little bit. Let's go ahead and fire it off. See if we can scry into something good.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Definitely to the bottom. I mean, we do get closer to the Flaxen Intruder being a little bit better, but meh. Now we'll swing with both. Yeah. We get in for 1 point of damage. Yeah, we're gonna decline. We don't want to destroy any of these. There's Garrick. That was what I was debating, if we want to hold on to the Prison Realm. Dude, just creating 2 Black Wolves every turn is so good. Alright, Edgewell Innkeeper. Let's see if we can start chaining some good stuff together here now. Not quite, not quite. No attacks past the turn. Can't get in at Garrick. He can just destroy our Edgewell Innkeeper here and draw a card. That's probably the best play for him to do. If we kill any of these guys, then he also gets his emblem, so we can't really kill the wolves. Hydrate Krasis. Dude, I think we're just a little bit outmatched here. We had a really not as fast of a start as we were hoping for. Love Struck Beasts on turn is just not fast enough.
You cannot run or hide.
Yeah, no blocks. We can't give him the emblem. All right, so we return target creature. Let's go Flaxen Intruder. Draw a card. Mysterious Pathlighter. We just need to draw more cards, I think. The issue is that we're just basically dead next turn. We're going to have to start blocking these guys, which means that Garrick gets big enough. All right, destroys our Pathlighter. I'd rather him kill that than the Edgewalling Keeper any day. But I do think that this deck was kind of just more of a fun, not really, everyone's playing like the most intense decks, like metagame decks. And I was trying out a fun one. And it's not very good for us. Not going very well for us at all. So we survive. We go down to like 2 here. I'm just going to see if we can chain together some fun stuff on this turn. And then that's pretty much all we're going for. The Shepherd of the Flocks are pretty fun. We do get to draw lots of cards here. Love Struck Beast. We actually found the Glass Casket, which does hit the Hydrocrasises, but yeah, so that's a bummer. Good game. All right, we are going to end this one here. I know we only got one good win in there, but we did kind of showcase the deck, what it's trying to do. The issue is that we're just up against decks that are a lot better than this one. And that's why I had never tested this one out. Well, I wanted to see how well this did. I think the biggest thing we probably need is a bit more removal, maybe just another big bomb. We have too many just easy creatures that aren't very good. The flyers can be a good way to actually finish out games because not tons of people are running lots of flyers. But I think it was just a little bit outclassed and based off what other people are doing. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.